Hey guys, my name is Bobby. This is going to be my first blog. I'm kind of getting in this YouTube thing that's been going on lately. You can see I'm a pretty active subscriber in RT Life and Dalai Lamas and Builded RT. Those are three great channels to check out. Um, so the title of this video is why Mopar is the best selling muscle car, in my opinion. So Mopar, they've got the lineup now. They've got Chargers and Challengers, which are your two main cars that are on the muscle car scene. And you have, in those lineups, you can get pretty much any engine that they have. You can go from the V6 to the 5.7, which a lot of people have. The 392 Hemi. You can get the Hellcat engine, which is 707 horsepower. Or you can get the new Demon. Now, reason I like Dodge is because you can get pretty much any engine with any package. So you can get a V6 that's loaded with the SXT. It's got all the options: navigation, moonroof, leather, active cruise control. Pretty much the works. And if you're not after that muscle car sound, V6 is the way to go. Now, if you're a family guy and you don't want to be the fastest car in the world, I say the RT is the best route to go. The RT, it's a good performing engine. It gets up and goes real good, but you're not going to be in competition with the Mustang GT or the Camaros or anything like that. So, I mean, these cars are incredibly fast and they do feel incredibly fast, but when you line up against one of those stock for stock, we're not in competition with them guys. Now, if you want a faster car that can compete with those cars, the 392 I think is the best way to go. Reason being is it's got the more horsepower to pull the weight of the Challenger and Chargers. Because we know these cars are like boats, they're 4,200 pounds. They may not feel 4,200 pounds with the power they're putting out, but they are 4,200 pounds. And so the 392 probably be the best way to go. It is a little more expensive, but like if you're a family guy like myself and don't care about spending the extra 10 grand, then I would say stick with the RT. It's overall, I think, the best selling car. But if I was a little bit younger and had the money, I'd probably go with the 392. And I intend on getting a 392 someday, but I'm pretty happy with the RT. Now, if the 392 isn't enough for you and just flat out want to decimate all, then you want to get the Hellcat or the Demon. Now, the Hellcat, I think, is the better buy versus the Demon, because the Demon, it's its own car, don't get me wrong. It's got a little bit more horsepower than the Hellcat, probably about 130, 140 more horsepower, which is a good range. But for the money, I would go with the Hellcat, because the Hellcat's a lot cheaper now that the Demons are out. And the Demon, it tops out about $168 on top end, but that's only on track setting. So you can get the new ECM for it and everything put on, and I think it'll top out at like 203 roughly from what I'm hearing. But the Hellcat, a few bolt-ons, it could be up there with the Demon. I mean, they're pretty much basically the same engine. They've got a little bit more tuning done to them and a little bit more internal work, but it's basically the same engine, just repackaged into a new vehicle. Now, reason I title this video, Dodge is the best muscle car, because that's what it is. It's a muscle car. Basically, these cars are heavy. They're not good track performers. They are good street light to street light, stop sign to stop sign, straightaway cars. You're not going to take this and set any records on a track. Now, if you want a track performing car that's meant for the road, Mustang GTs, the new Camaro SS, Camaro Z28, so on and so forth. Those cars are made for the road and they're made for the track. But what I would like to see Dodge go, we all know, us in the Mopar community, that Tim Meniscus, he was the head of Dodge, and he's the one that brought out the Hellcat and the Demon, and he's now moving on to Maserati. So that being said, I don't know where Dodge is going to go from here, but what I personally would like to see is keep the Challenger, keep the Charger the way they are, with the same lineup, same engine, same setup. Don't do none of this turbo 4-cylinder or V6 crap and bring back the Barracuda and make that a sports car. Take the Barracuda and make it to where it competes with the Mustang GT and the Camaro SS. Because let's face it, the 392, if you want a Mopar, the 392 will compete with the Mustang GT and Camaros. Straight line only. You put the boat on the track, you're not going to fare very well. Now, don't get me wrong, the Hellcat's a little bit better because it's got more horsepower. Let's face it, it's just a different engine. It's pretty much the same setup. It's a boat too. So you want something that's lighter and a little bit more nimble on its feet. So I think they ought to bring back the Barracuda and make it compete with the Mustang GT and Camaro SS. Something else I would like to see for the SRT brand is to possibly bring back the SRT4. That was an impressive car back in the day too, but we'll see what happens in the future. But yeah, like I was saying, Mopar to me is the best muscle car you can get, because right now muscle cars were always street light to street light, big V8, 30 V8 engine, rear wheel drive, whereas cars nowadays are really sports cars, and they are track performers as well. So it's all about what you want, guys. Me, I personally like the Mopar brand. I'll probably be sticking with it for a while. So that's the end of the video, guys. Don't forget the LSC. Like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think of the video. If I get very many good reviews, I'll keep them up. Thank you.